Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about estimation and cost evaluation 1. In this topic, I am going to discuss about these things, that is building estimation, steps of building estimation, then different items considered in the estimation and its unit. Next one is cross section of single wall, that is we have to describe the drawings and estimation of single wall. Okay, so first one is building estimation. What is estimation? So what is estimation? The estimate is the process of calculating the probable cost of any project before of its execution and construction on the basis of plans, drawings and current rate. That means suppose we are constructing any project or any building, okay, before construction we have to calculate, we have to measure, we have to determine the amount of cost of that project we are investing. Okay, on the basis of drawing, suppose we are estimating a building. Okay, we have to estimate the cost of a building that we are going to construct or execute. For that we need to prepare plan, drawing, and we have to fix the current rate. That means on the basis of rate and the drawing of that building we have to consider. Okay, then what are the steps of a estimation? First we have to quantity estimate, we have to estimate the quantity of different items involved in the building. Then abstract cost, that means from that quantity we have to calculate, we have to finalize the cost. Okay, first we have to calculate the quantity of each item. Okay, that means in a building there is so many components. Suppose that there is foundation, there is wall, there is roof, different items are there. First you have to calculate the quantity of that particular type of item. Suppose we are doing brick work. In the wall we are using brick. For that particular type of work, brick work, how much quantity is there? Okay, so that quantity first you have to calculate. Suppose we are doing concrete work, that means how much amount of quantity, how much quantity of the concrete is there, that we have to first find out. Then we have to convert this quantity to the cost according to the current rate. Okay, so first part we have to complete, that is quantity estimate. Okay, next is we have to check the different items considered in the estimation. Then first item, different types of items considered for the estimation is earth for excavation. As we know, any project or any building that we are constructing as a civil engineer, first we have to excavate the soil, then we have to construct the building or any project, because the building has, as we know, you can see in this drawing, if we are going to construct a building, we have to construct some part below the ground level. Okay, we have to construct this part below the ground level. That means this structure is called substructure. Above this part that we are constructing is superstructure. For this substructure part, we have to excavate some soil. Okay, that part is called earthwork excavation. That means the amount of soil we need to excavate to construct the foundation part is called earthwork excavation. That means in that particular type of item we have to identify, we have to calculate, we have to find out the volume of that amount of soil that we need to excavate. Okay, similarly next is your earthwork in filling. That means the amount of soil we need to fill in that particular type of area. In earthwork part, some amount of soil you have to excavate, that quantity you have to calculate, then some amount of soil you have to fill, that quantity is called earthwork in filling. Next part is concrete in foundation. Okay, before that I am going to show here the excavation part. You can see in this drawing, this is the earthwork excavation part. Okay, you can see in this drawing, this is the excavation process going on. Okay. Next is concreting foundation. That means after excavation we have to construct the foundation. Okay, so foundation, in the foundation part, the bottom layer of the foundation is always concrete. Then after excavation we have to put the concrete layer. This is the concrete process. Okay, you can see in this drawing there is a concrete layer we are providing. Okay, then in next drawing you can see after the concrete, you can see in this drawing, after the concrete layer there is a footing. That means the foundation process is going on. That means after excavation of the soil we have to put the concrete layer. Over that we have to put the footing or foundation. That means in this drawing you can see it is the stepped footing or stepped foundation. In this type of foundation we are constructing stepped footing, and this is under the ground level. Okay, this is in the brickwork part. That means after concrete we are providing brickwork. That means it is the PCC part. As you can see, plain cement concrete. Next is your footing. In the footing we are providing brickwork. In 3D view you can see that this is the first footing, second footing, third footing, fourth footing. In this part this is the 4 types of footings are there. But in this part 1, 2, 3 different type of drawing. In this part only brickwork is there, but in this part concrete. Next brickwork, next is brick wall, and you can see here dam proof course, that is DPC. You can see after brickwork in foundation, after brickwork in foundation, over that one dam proof course is provided. That means DPC. DPC, what is DPC? DPC is the dam proof course. That means it is a course which is provided to protect the wall from the surrounding soil, or you can see DPC is the dam proof course which is provided above the plinth and below the wall to protect the wall from the surrounding soil and the moisture inside the soil which try to enter into the wall. It retains the moisture into the foundation and it retains the water below the soil and it prevents the brick wall. Okay, next is your, you can see this is the DPC layer which is provided to protect the wall from the moisture, from the surrounding moisture. That means the soil, the moisture present inside the ground level and surrounding the foundation. Next is your section of a load bearing wall. What is load bearing wall? Load bearing wall means the wall which is taking the complete load of the building. Okay, but nowadays we are not using load bearing wall. Nowadays we are using non-load bearing wall. That means the load coming to the structure comes through the pillar. But in this type of foundation, you can see this is the load bearing wall. That means the total load of the structure coming to the foundation through the wall. Okay, this is the section of a load bearing wall. In this section you can see all the parts of a complete building. That means the foundation part and the superstructure part. Foundation part is the substructure part which is situated below the ground level. That means total structure is divided into 2 parts. One is substructure, one is superstructure. So first one is substructure. What is substructure? Substructure is nothing but the structure which is provided below the ground level. But in above that, which is situated above the ground level, is called superstructure. Substructure is below ground level and superstructure is above ground level. Rest of the building which is situated above the ground level is called superstructure. So the foundation is situated at the substructure part. That means, as we know, when the earthwork is done, after that we have to provide the PCC. PCC means plain cement concrete. Without any reinforcement, only we are using cement there, that is plain cement concrete. One bed is provided over that we are providing footing or brickwork. Then next is your plinth. Some footings are there, according to the load coming we can provide for one footing, two footing, third footing. It depends upon the load coming to it. Okay. Next is your plinth. Above the footing we are providing plinth. Plinth is nothing but a structure which joins the floor to the ground level. Okay. So this plinth is the connection to the ground level to the floor level. Okay. This is the plinth. You can see plinth level. This is called plinth level. Above plinth we are providing DPC, that is dam proof course. That means above DPC we are providing superstructure wall, which is the superstructure. Okay. So above DPC we are providing wall and brick wall, and this is the seal level. As you can see, this is the seal level. That means this is the window. If we cut the wall, we can see the window here. Okay. And this is the bottom part of the window, that is called window sill level. Okay. Next is your window. We are cutting the window. This in this section the window is this, and this is the front view of the window. You can, if we cut the window, you can see this is the chowkat of the window. Over that lintel level and chaja. What is lintel? What is chaja? Chaja is provided over the window, any opening of the building, that means over the door, over the window, but in the outside case it is provided outside. Okay. But lintel is provided inside and outside, both the side. What is lintel? Lintel is nothing but a concrete structure which is provided any opening of a building. That means it may be your self, it may be your door, it may be over your window, to continue the brickwork over any opening, because this part is open. Okay. But you have to continue the brickwork or not. You have to continue the brick. So above this opening we have to provide a concrete layer. Over that it will be easy to provide the bricks over there. Okay. So we have to continue the brickwork over that lintel. So lintel is nothing but a structure which is provided. It is a concrete structure and reinforced structure also. It is a concrete structure which is provided to continue the brickwork over any opening. Okay. This is the lintel level. Over that some continuation is there with the brick. Next is your RCC slab. Okay. This is the, and this height is called ceiling height. That means the total height of the room. Okay. Next is your RCC slab. Over that weathering course. Weathering course is nothing but a course which is provided to protect the slab from the weathering effect. Okay. Next is your parapet wall. What is parapet wall? Parapet wall is a boundary wall which is provided to protect from the fatal or any disturbance over the roof, over the terrace. Next is coping. Coping is nothing but a layer we are providing to protect the edge of the parapet. Okay. So this is all about your cross section of the wall. Okay. Next, come to the single wall estimation. Okay. Before that, wall estimation, for the building estimation, first you have to estimate a wall. Then you can estimate a single room. Then you can estimate a double room. Then you can estimate multi-room or residential building. Okay. So first step of estimation is a single wall estimation. You have to estimate a single wall. Then you can able to estimate a room. Next you can estimate a double room. Then accordingly residential building. Okay. Before going for any building estimation, any estimation of a building, first you have to understand the drawing. Without drawing you cannot do the estimation. Okay. So first you have to know the plan of a wall, single wall. This is the wall which length is 6 meter, and this is the top view of the plan. Top view of the wall. This is the top view of the wall which length is 6 meter as you can see, and the width of the wall is 30 centimeter and width of the plinth is 40 centimeter. As you know, below wall there is plinth. So when we are seeing at the top, you can see the plinth and the wall. Then this is the plinth width, which is 40 centimeter, and the width of the wall is 30 centimeter. This is the plan at the plinth level of a wall. Then this is the cross section. If we cut this wall, you can see this view, the front view. Okay, so you have to cut from the foundation to the roof. Okay, in the foundation part, you can see the foundation concrete width is 80 centimeter. This is the concrete, that is lime concrete given here. That means concrete in this part, concrete, lime concrete. That means in the at the cement part we are using lime here. That means in cement concrete part we are using lime concrete. According to this drawing, lime concrete is used. Okay. Next is your footing. This is foundation part. That means brickwork. First footing, second footing. Two footings are there. That is first footing, second footing. Next is your plinth. Only two footings are there. One is first footing, that is 60 centimeter width. Then second footing, 50 centimeter width. Above that, plinth is provided, which height is 60 centimeter and width is 40 centimeter. And over that, DPC is provided, that is 2.5 centimeter TPC. That means 2.5 centimeter is the height. That means the height of the DPC is always neglected. We will discuss about later. Next is superstructure. Above plinth superstructure, wall is provided, which height is 3.5 meter and width of the wall is 30 centimeter. In this drawing, you can mark this is the cross section of wall. Okay, this side is inside of the wall. That means room side, and this side is outside of the wall. This is the outside of the wall. This is the inside, that means room side of the wall. Okay, next come to the tabulation part. For the estimation, we have to follow some tabulation part for the quantity estimate. After that, we put quantity part to the cost. Okay. So this is the total tabulation part for the estimation we are following. First one is item number. The first column is item number. Second is description of items of work. Third one is number. Next, your dimension. For which item we are calculating, that dimension we have to write here. Then quantity, total quantity of that item. Then another column you can add here, remark or explanatory. That means the calculation we are doing, we can explain here. Okay. So as we previously discussed, that first part or first item we are considering in the estimation is earthwork in excavation in foundation. That means the amount of soil we have to excavate, how much amount of soil we have to excavate to construct this foundation, which drawing is given to us. Previously, this drawing we have to follow. That means to construct this foundation, how much amount of soil we have to excavate. That means the below the ground level, this part is covered. That means below the ground level for this part of foundation, how much amount of soil we need to excavate, and how much quantity of soil or how much volume of soil we have to excavate, that quantity we have to calculate. Okay. So first item is your earthwork excavation. For how much number we have to calculate, because we are calculating here for single wall. That means one time we have to excavate. That means one number we have to write here. That means for one time we are excavating the soil, because we are calculating for one wall, single wall. That means we have to write here number 1. Okay. Next is your length. Length of the wall, how much? You have to see the drawing. Length of the wall, how much? For how much length we have to excavate? For 6 meter length, because the length of the wall is 6 meter here. Okay. Next is your breadth, length, breadth and height, because we are calculating the quantity of brickwork, quantity of earthwork. That means the volume of the earthwork, and the volume of the earthwork is in the form of cubical form. For that we have to multiply length, breadth of and height multiplied by number. So length is 6 meter. How much is the breadth? Breadth of the foundation, that means bottom part of the foundation breadth how much? That is 80 centimeter. That means bottom width of the foundation is 80 centimeter, because that earthwork part over which we are providing the concrete or lime concrete, that means that amount of that width we are excavating, over that we are putting the lime concrete. Okay, then the lime concrete width is equal to the width of the foundation. Okay, width of the earthwork, that is 0.8 meter. 80 centimeter we have to convert it into meter, that is 0.8 meter. Okay, next is your height. How much will be the height? Here we have to mark one point, that is height of the earthwork excavation. That means how much height or how much depth we are excavating. That means ground level, below the ground level how much depth we have to excavate. Below the ground level height, your depth is this foundation part. That means this is the ground level line. You have to mark here. This is 20, next 20, next 20, next 30. 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30. That means this total height we have to excavate. Okay, then the height will be 20 plus 20 40, then 20 60, then 30 is 90. That means 0.9 meter height we have to excavate for this foundation part. As you can see, the solution part, the height or depth of the foundation is 0.9. This will be 0.9 meter, and simply you have to multiply, because we have to calculate, we have to find out the volume. That means length into breadth into height into number, and the quantity will be 4.32 meter cube. Always remember, earthwork in excavation or earthwork in filling, the unit of this measurement is in terms of meter cube or cubic meter. That is 6 meter, 0.8 meter, 0.9 meter into number will be the answer, that is 4.32. Okay, next come to the lime concrete. Stepwise we have to calculate. According to the construction process, first we are excavating, then we are constructing the foundation. That means first excavation part is over, then concrete, one layer is concrete, then brickwork in foundation, then DPC, then superstructure. According to the construction process, a step-wise construction process, we have to calculate. Okay, so first excavation part is over, next is it lime concrete. So lime concrete for the wall, one layer of lime concrete we have to provide it, because one wall is there. Okay, so number will be 1. For lime concrete, number will be 1. What will be the length? Length will be 6 meter, because the length is 1 meter. That means we have to put the concrete or lime concrete over the 6 meter length. Okay, next is your height. Height of the lime concrete, you can see here 30 centimeter. That means the height will be 0.3 meter. Always remember, all the units you have to convert into meter. Okay, so height will be 0.3. That means the concrete, for the lime concrete, the length will be 6 meter, breadth will be 0.8 meter, and height will be 0.3 meter. And you simply multiply these 3 into number, that is 1. You can get the number 1.44 meter cube. The unit will be meter cube, because it is also a volume. Okay, or it is in the form of cubical form. Next is your first class brickwork. You can see first class brickwork in lime mortar. That means in foundation and plinth. That means first class brickwork we are using. That means first class brick we are using in the foundation in lime mortar. That means in the case of brick joint we are using lime mortar here in foundation and plinth. Just one specification is given, that is lime mortar you are using and first class brickwork you are using. Okay, next is brickwork is not in one section here. Brickwork in first footing brickwork is second footing, brickwork in plinth. That means this total part is brickwork. But we cannot calculate these three part as one time. Okay, so first you have to calculate this first footing part, then second footing part, then plinth. Okay, because in this, according to this drawing, two footings are there and one plinth. Okay, so first you have to cover first footing, then second footing, then plinth. So for the first footing part, number will be 1, first footing number 1, second footing will be number 1, and third one is plinth, that will be also number 1. You can see here, for the first footing number 1, for the second footing number 1, for the plinth wall here we are dividing in two parts, up to ground level, above ground level, because for the plinth wall, some portion of the plinth wall is below the ground level and some portion situated above the ground level. You can see in the drawing, this is the total plinth wall, which height is 60 plus 20, total 80 height of the plinth wall. But 60 centimeter height is above ground level. 60 centimeter height is above ground level. You can see 60 centimeter height is above ground level and 20 centimeter height of the plinth wall is below ground level. That means total height of the plinth wall is 0.8 meter or 80 centimeter. You can divide in the two part, or you can calculate single part also. You can directly take 0.8 meter or 80 centimeter, or you can divide in two part. That means plinth wall below ground level, plinth wall above ground level. Plinth wall below ground level is your 20 centimeter, plinth wall above ground level is your 60 centimeter. Okay, according to this solution, it is divided into two part. It is calculated in two part, that is below ground level 20 centimeter and above ground level is 60 centimeter. You can see plinth wall up to ground level is 0.4, breadth height 0.2, and plinth wall above ground level is 0.6. Means total height 0.8 meter. We are dividing in two part, and the height will be 0.2, 0.6. Breadth will be for the plinth. Breadth will be 0.4 for both the parts, because the plinth wall width is same, width or breadth is same below the ground level, above the ground level, that is 0.4. You can see, and length will be same, that is 6 meter, because the length of the wall is 6 meter here. You can see the length of the plinth is 6 meter below up to ground level or below ground level, and 0.4 is above ground level. Height is 0.2, 0.6, and breadth is same for below ground level, for above ground level, that is 0.4, 0.4 meter. Okay, and simply you can multiply number into length into breadth into height. You can get the number, that is 0.48 for the plinth below ground level, and plinth for above ground level is 0.1 into 0.6 meter into 0.4 meter into 0.6 meter, that is 1.44. That means the total quantity of the first class brickwork in foundation will be summation of this 4. Okay, you can get 3.24 cubic meter or meter cube. That means 3 items we are calculating here. That means first part is earthwork, which quantity is 4.32 meter cube. Okay, that amount of soil we need to excavate, that quantity will be 4.32. That is the quantity estimate. From this quantity, later we will calculate the cost of that earthwork. Okay, then lime concrete. For the lime concrete part, this will be the quantity, that is 1.4 cubic meter, and for the footing, first class brickwork in foundation and plinth, the quantity will be 3.24 meter cube or cubic meter. Okay, come to the next slide. Next is the DPC part. But in case of DPC, the unit of the DPC will be in square meter. before that, what is DPC? DPC is the dam proof cost, as we have previously discussed. But in this case, quantity will be square meter. Why? Because DPC has very thin layer in height, that is 2.5 centimeter. We are neglecting this height. That's why we are only calculating the area over which we are providing the DPC. Okay, that area comes into the unit, that is square meter or meter square. That means how much length or how much breadth we have to consider to provide the DPC layer over the plinth. Okay, you can see here in the drawing, this is the DPC, 2.5 centimeter DPC. Okay, for the better clarification, you can see this drawing also. This blackish part is DPC. Okay, in this drawing also you can see this is the layer, only one layer we are providing DPC. This is the plinth we are providing the DPC. That means in DPC estimation only you have to calculate the area over which we are providing the DPC. How much area we are providing DPC. Okay. So number of the DPC will be 1 because one layer we are providing over the plinth. Next is your how much length we are covering for the DPC, that is 6 meter, because the length of the wall is 6 meter. Over the 6 meter length we are providing DPC, and how much breadth, over which breadth we are providing DPC, over the plinth. As we know, plinth of the wall is 40 centimeter width. That means over this 40 centimeter width we are providing DPC. That means length will be 6 and breadth will be 0.4 meter or 40 centimeter for the DPC, because over the plinth below the wall we are providing DPC. That means over the plinth means width of the plinth is 40 centimeter. That means width of the DPC also be 0.4 meter or 40 centimeter. Okay. And there is no height because we are neglecting height for the DPC. That means number into length into breadth. The answer will be 2.4 meter square or square meter. Okay. Next is your over the DPC we are providing wall. Okay, superstructure wall. The first class brickwork in lime mortar for superstructure. That means the wall we are providing is in first class brickwork. That means it is a specification which is given. Another thing यहाँ पे this answer will be 2.5 centimeter dam proof course DPC. Another specification is there, CC 1:1.5:3. That means cement concrete 1:1.5:3 means the ratio we are following to provide the DPC. That means the material we are using, that property is given, only the specification. No need of this for this part, only as we are calculating the quantity estimate only. So no need of this, only consider this length and breadth. And this will I will explain later when we are going to calculate the cost. Okay. Then for the next item, first class brickwork in lime mortar for superstructure. First class brickwork means the wall we are constructing is constructed with the first class brick. Okay. And lime mortar means in the case of cement we are using lime here. Okay, the number of wall is 1 because we are calculating for the single wall. That means number of the wall is 1. Length of the wall, as we know, 6 meter. You can see the drawing. And breadth of the wall is 30 centimeter or 0.3 meter. Height of the wall is 3.5 meter. You can see the drawing. Length of the wall is 6 meter and number of the wall is 1 because one wall is there, 1 meter, and 6 meter is the length of the wall, and height of the wall is, you can see here, 3.5 meter. 3.5 meter is the height of the wall. That means we are calculating the volume of the wall actually. Okay, so length of the wall is 6 meter, number is wall is 1 because one wall is we are considering, and height breadth is centimeter, that is 0.3 meter, and height is 3.5 meter. Okay, this is the quantity of the superstructure wall. Okay, then the quantity will be number into length into breadth into height, that is 6.3 meter cube or cubic meter. Next item is your plastering. Plastering, as we know, over the brickwork we are providing plaster, okay, to get a smoothen surface, okay. 12 mm plaster of cement sand, that means that plastering we are using this material, that is cement sand, which ratio is 1:6. 1:6 means the ratio of cement to the ratio of sand. That means 1 stand for cement and 6 stand for sand. The ratio we are using for the plaster is 1:6, and the material we are using, that is cement and sand. Okay, no need of this ratio for this part. Only 12 mm plastering we are using. For the plastering part, the unit will be in meter square. That means over how much area we are doing plastering. Okay, so it comes in the form of area, that means square meter. So the length and height, suppose we are plastering we are doing plaster over a wall, that means wall is a vertical part, that means length and height we have to consider. In case of horizontal structure, we have to write here length into breadth. Okay, but suppose let us consider this wall. Okay, we have to take the help of this length and height, because it is a vertical wall. That means the length will be this part and height will be this part, and we cannot write here the breadth. Okay, because we are calculating the area of this vertical wall. Okay, so you have to write down the length and the height, not breadth. Okay, number of wall is 1, because we are calculating for inside and outside. Remember this, inside and outside. If we are plastering a wall, inside plaster is there and outside plaster is there, because two area we have to calculate. So inside part is 1, outside part is 1. You can see here in the drawing. This is the inside of the wall, this is the outside of the wall. That means inside wall we have to calculate the area, outside wall we have to calculate the area. For inside, length number is 1, length is 6 meter, because the length of the wall is 6 meter, height will be 3.5. okay, as we know the room height is 3.5. you have to simply multiply number into length into height is 21 meter, 21 meter square. Okay, next is your outside. Remember this thing, outside including 10 centimeter below ground level. That means inside, in case of inside wall, you can see the drawing. You can see the drawing. In the inside part, it is totally flooring part, but in the outside part, this is open to the exposure part, but in the inside part, it is covered, this height is covered with the flooring part. So this height we cannot take in the inside part, but in the outside part we have to consider this height, because ground level is below, ground level is this. Okay, so in the outside part you have to add below ground level 10 centimeter, that is 60 plus 10, that is 70. 3.5 plus 70 centimeter you have to add, that means 0.1 plus 0.6 plus 3.5. this total height for the plastering we have to consider in the outside part, but inside part only you have to consider 3.5 meter. Okay, so rest of the part and the total cost calculation we have to discuss in next class. Thank you for the yearly patient hearing. Thank you.